I almost dropped my phone. So, let's just go through a little bit of my day, because that was a pile of, like, flaming hot nuclear trash today. First of all, I woke up at the crack of dawn at, like, 4 a.m, and I couldn't go back to sleep for, like, probably an hour and a half, but I was like, no, I have to get more sleep in this, because keep in mind, I'd also stayed up really late last night and doing, the nothing I usually do, the existential crisis, all of that kind of stuff. And so I finally, like, fell back asleep, right? Had nothing but nightmares, so that was a good time. So I essentially didn't get any more sleep, because when I get nightmares, it's the equivalent of being exhausted and then still not sleeping. And then I woke up at 7:50. Guys, I usually wake up at, like, 6:50, all of that stuff. No, I woke up an hour later than I was supposed to. So I had a total of 15 minutes to get ready. However, I do have a superpower with I have this little superpower, and a couple other family members, sorry, I'm gonna talk slower now, can do this too, where you can wake up pretty much any time right before you have to leave and still be completely ready. Like, yeah, your lunch might be not very good, it might just consist of apples and crackers, but, like, guys, I have a tiny stomach. I'm a little person. I'm literally 5'1". Yeah. And, like, so I do all of that, and, like, it's kind of stressful sometimes. I also, like, I hit my head on a wall because I wasn't looking where I was going, and in reality, it looked kind of dumb. If anybody was watching, it would look really dumb. Thankfully, I was alone, but, like, I was walking through the hallway, and I took a turn. I was probably about 2 feet off. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. My head kind of hurts still after that. And, like, I ate breakfast and then immediately didn't feel good after. That happens some mornings, but that's okay. And then math. I hate math. I don't like math. It makes me so angry. We were doing graphing, right? Because, like, graphing is easy. We do an algebra class. It's easy. It's fine. And usually I'm good at it. But this, it was hard. I didn't like it. And I thought I was doing it right, and then I wouldn't be doing it right. And it seemed that I was the only one getting things wrong. I was angry. And then English class comes around, and you guys know my beef with my English teacher. So, we started off our day with,
writing our essays.
I want to strangle somebody. And then right after, our English teacher was like,
okay, so did you guys look up this one thing last night?
And because the day before we were reading a book, and she was like, do any of you guys know what this is? I can't remember. It was an acronym about something about the Great Depression and the 30s and Franklin Roosevelt. I don't really remember. But I have rehearsals for, like, musicals and stuff after school. And with the drive that it takes, I have to go home immediately, have no time, and then, like, get my stuff really quickly, and then go to rehearsal, and then be at rehearsal for 2.5 hours, and then go home, and I'm pretty much just, I just crash when I get home, right? So I didn't have time to look that up the day before, and, like, she knows I have rehearsal. She knows that, and she knows how exhausting it is, right? So me and my friend, who had gone to rehearsal, right, and we didn't have time to, like, look this thing up, and she was like,
Oh, so you didn't do that thing I asked you to?
before I could explain my measly little excuse of, hey, sleep exists, she was like, no, you two, plus, like, 3 other people in my class who hadn't done it, she was like, no, you guys are actually going to have to do an entire slideshow about this now, and, like, a little PowerPoint little thingy. And we were like, this wasn't even an assignment. Keep in mind, like, it wasn't in our little, like, grade thing, like, our website. It was just a little thing she asked us to do. So we were like, oh, I thought we didn't really have to do it. And, like, I looked something up. It was about, like, that's all I knew. It was, like, about the Great Depression and Franklin D. Roosevelt. And that's, like, it. And I was so mad. And, like, dude, it made me, anyways, so we did that. Also, my computer, like, was dead, and I thought it was at 40%, but I guess it wasn't. And I think it might actually be having a problem, but I don't want to like tell my parents because they just got me a new computer, and I don't want to tell them it was broken. I handle my computer with utmost care. Like, there's no way I could have dropped, like, I broke it or anything. It just, I don't know. It's been kind of weird, but I think it's okay. And so I had a problem with that, and then me and my friend, this is the same friend who goes to rehearsal, right? We do a thing with the little kids, like the pre-K and kindergarten for our Christmas program thing, and they're like kind of the worst ever. I hate children. And we went down there for like 10 minutes and we were like, oh my goodness, they're finally okay. No, they're tired, just like the rest of us. Why are we in school? So we did that. Then we like had lunch and had break, and we couldn't go outside, since outside was soaked, right? And so it was kind of lame. I kind of just read the whole time. And then I almost said science. No, we had performing arts, and we did about nothing. Because we're working on our little, like, Christmas program concert thing, which, by the way, none of us want to do it. My mom, who is the performing arts teacher, she doesn't want to. No, before y'all come at me, I get treated harder than any other student because my mom is my teacher, and she's like, no, actually, instead of like giving you teacher's pet things, which I don't want, by the way, that sounds really lame and annoying. She's like, no, I'm actually gonna make your life 10 times harder. So first of all, and like my mom, she doesn't want to do the Christmas program. It's literally just for the parents who are like, oh, my child goes to school, they do a Christmas concert. That's how it works. None of us want to do it. It's just spending more time doing something we don't want to do. We listen to Christmas songs over and over and over again. They get ruined for us. And then we do the Christmas program with about a total of no joy and fake smiles. So we were preparing for that. And like, we were all like hard at work doing the thing we don't want to do. And then we did. And we had history. And I was finished with all my history because like I'm just the best ever, right? And we ate popcorn. Because, yes, my teacher makes us popcorn. And, like, I guess this is the same teacher who is also my English teacher, guys. My school is really, really small. I have 3 teachers and, like, covering all of the middle school, which, all of middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade is 18 students. But we don't have to talk about that. And she makes us popcorn, which, like, doesn't words. Guys, my brain, it's going away. That doesn't make up. That's what it is. It doesn't make up for, like, the fact that she is kind of just the worst at English. So, like, me and a couple of my friends who were also Finnish, we kind of just, like, ate popcorn and did nothing, and that was kind of boring. And then we had Christian Ed, because, like, I go to a Christian school, yay! It is the most boring class. And the fact that it's at the end of the day on a Friday, I was asleep. I didn't want to say it. I was essentially asleep. I bring a little, like, sketchbook to there so that I don't, like, just die of boredom, right? And I am 100% sure I dozed off. Nobody said anything. Nobody noticed, but, like, I got a good nap in there. And then I came home and, like, I took a little nap. And then I read Percy Jackson. I love Percy Jackson, guys. It makes me so happy. So I read both series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then the Heroes of Olympus, and I got to Trials of Apollo, but I was only able to read up to the 3rd book, because I've been borrowing books from my friend, and now I need the 4th and 5th book, but I'm going to get the entire series for myself for Christmas. I'm 100% sure, because I asked for it multiple times, and I'm really excited for that. Okay, chapter 23 of the 3rd book, or it's 24, of The Burning Maze. I was sobbing, crying. I can't. It made me, no, it was like 11 at night and I was reading. And then I read, the really sad part for those of you who know. And I died. I was like, I cried myself to sleep. It was the most depressing thing. And then since I couldn't read anything else, Percy Jackson, I just started over with The Lightning Thief. And, okay, I have a new strategy for reading a book series. Read the series and then go back and read the first book, because there's so many metaphors to what happens further in the books. Like, I can't even think of one right now, but, like, it's crazy. It's like, connecting the dots? Whoa! This is really long now, so I'm probably gonna stop this lovely little time that I've had with all of you. I really thought about it, and people who record, and we do things on YouTube here, right? We must look insane. We're just talking to ourselves. I'm alone in a room, just talking to myself, just like, blah, 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 blah. And, like, nobody's listening. Just my phone. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna go and read more Percy Jackson. Okay, bye, y'all. Bye. Have a good night, guys. Go to sleep. Sleep now.